Hi, welcome to my channel. It's L'Entrepreneuse K, Coach K, and this is my uh, this is part two about behind the brand, where you're coming on a journey with me to build a $1 billion brand with a disabled entrepreneur. And today I'm gonna be taking down my hair because I'm trying this. This is a part of another thing that I'm working on with consistency, is just taking care of myself as a disabled person. And yeah, so, and just getting ready to create some other content, and just feel good about myself, right? So today what we're going to talk about is our topic for today is what I wish I knew when I started. And I'm going to be speaking to disabled beginners or aspiring entrepreneurs, or a combination of disabled disabled entrepreneurs, or inspired disabled entrepreneurs, right? So what I wish I knew before I started. Okay, let's go. While I take my hair down. This is Lulit's Hair Essential Growth Oil. I just started using it. I used quite a bit of it, but I'm not sure my hair grow fast. But it smells really nice, and it has all these different oils, and I'm just saying what I'm using because this is not also, this is not like a what do you call that? This is really a shout out. It's light and like sweet and florally. I don't know how to say that word, but yeah, I'm just shouting her out because I went to a pitch competition last year, and she handed it out as a free product. Not last year, a few months ago, and I'm finally using it. Anyway, so what I wish I knew when I started as a disabled entrepreneur, or an aspiring disabled entrepreneur. Well, for one, I used to have another business, and I'm a professional jewelry artist. A lot of people don't know that. I design jewelry, and I used to teach classes, and I know so many jewelry techniques. I can't even count on, definitely on one hand, all my toes, pretty much. Just, that's the truth. And I started off as being an entrepreneur doing that, and I actually owned a little shop where I taught private classes, and I was planning to record classes and stuff like that, which is great that I'm starting off right there, is because one of the reasons why that business wasn't as successful, not only was I struggling with my disabilities then, as a, like, I was still trying to figure out what was going on with my body, but also I didn't have a lot of focus. And so it's difficult to be successful at something when you don't have a lot of focus. And so at that time, I've seen this girl do this. I was trying to do so many things at one time because I felt like I was drowning because of my disabilities. And I just really, really, really was trying to save myself. I felt like I was trying to swim. Y'all remember, y'all, if you know that, I think this gonna come out good, y'all. Y'all know though that meme where they say the person's drowning and their hand is the only thing that's up, and then another person comes by and just like high five them and they just go under. I felt like that at the time as well, but I was all over the place, and I wish I would have known then what I know now. Even though I was doing that because I was talented at that, but for me, I didn't have much purpose in that. That's what I would say. So focus on something that's purposeful. Like, I was trying to figure out in that business what kind of a purpose am I doing this for, right? And although I love doing that and I was good at that, that's just not in what I ended up doing. And it was nothing wrong with that. Not really sure how I'm gonna comb this out. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just that I was also, so I'm an actor and I sing, and I was also like singing, and I was doing spoken word because I write poetry. I was doing those things as well, and I feel like if I would have focused more on one thing, I wouldn't have to. I would have been more, probably more successful. That's what I'll say. So focus on something, and then also, like stuff things evolve. So like this business came out of something else, right? It evolved. If you have to pivot, don't get down on yourself. You know, just let it happen. Um, how I end up doing this service animal thing is definitely not what I thought I was gonna be doing. It is not. It's nothing related to jewelry, and also, it's just I never thought I was gonna do it, but because I had experience of starting a business before and challenges with my disability, I said, hey, why not try to do something else, and then I found purpose in doing what I do now. I found purpose in it. And yeah, it's been great, so focus on something. If it don't work out, try something different. Make sure you do have, like, make sure whatever you're doing has a good purpose. I hear this all the time. I used to have a biblical business coach, and you want to do something that you won't mind doing every day when you wake up. And so, you know, how this business began was because I started educating everybody. And I'm gonna be starting these soon, seminars, Saturday morning seminars, but they're not gonna be as public. People are gonna have to sign up for them. And yeah, Saturday service animal seminars, but I just don't teach this. I live this. And so it birthed out of me going out in the public, and I would teach the businesses and the try this brush, y'all, see what it's like. I would teach the businesses, and also the businesses and the people in the public, service animal etiquette already. So I was already doing it. I'm gonna try this side. So I was already doing it, and it just turned into like this course. And I'm a creative person, so I'm not gonna naturally I'm probably gonna try to figure how to make my teachings easier and stuff like that. But also I know that I'm disabled, and I talked to God and I was like, Lord, if I can't stand up all day and be on my body like that and work for somebody else, I asked God, can he help me use my brain? Which is interesting because I had a brain injury, and that's how I became disabled physically, right? Which is so interesting. So God has a plan. So when you have a focus and that don't work, find something else that has purpose, that you know that you can make impact. It's gonna be boring. Okay, I got ADHD. All right, it's going to be boring. It's going to be challenging. You cannot get up and work like everybody else. You're not everybody else. Embrace who you are as a disabled person, as a disabled entrepreneur. Use it to your advantage. There is an experience that you have. There is a story that you have, even if you have no limbs. There is somebody that may have no limbs, but only you can be you. And you have to trust that what you have and who you are is enough to sell a service, to sell a product, and believe in whatever it is that you decide to do. It's difficult to do that sometimes, I know. Another thing that I would say, I wish I knew, with that, what I just said, like believing in myself, finding you support system. Okay? Finding support system. All right, y'all. This hair is giving, ain't it? Cause, all right, but you know what I mean. Find your. I got distracted. Find you a support system. Understand this about your support system. Sometimes we have too high of expectations for our family members and our friends. Okay. Now, I have the privilege to have some friends that support me, but the people that I helped in the past, they not supporting me right now. There are some people that I helped that's not supporting me, right? And sometimes you support people, you help people, so that you can get experience. You know, I got to be what was it? A COO, temporary, like for a season for someone's company, and that's a commander, chief operational, executive chief operational manager, COO. I can't remember, but it was a COO, I know for sure. And I was disabled when I was doing that, y'all. And this is so good, y'all, because even when I'm telling you this, I'm realizing this. I could not go to all the meetings. I could not go on all of the trips because actually I wasn't even getting paid for that role. I was assisting a startup business actually, and trying to figure out what earrings I'm gonna wear with this too, y'all. So I don't know what the back look like. Not too shabby if I say so myself. And that was so easy and disability friendly, y'all. This is disability friendly. If you're able to move your arms and stuff. But yeah, I helped this person. They knew I had disabilities, but what I did was I stayed on top of my schedule. I stayed in communication, and I let that person know when I wasn't feeling good. I let that person know when I needed help and I had challenges, when I could show up, when I couldn't show up, I wasn't telling them every single part or detail about, my disabilities and stuff like that, but I would call and be like, hey, I'm having a really bad flare up. I don't know if I can make it to the next meeting, or what else? I don't like how frizzy that looks, but that's fine. It looks fine. Also, I also would get deadlines, and I would get hard deadlines from them, and I would get soft deadlines, and I would create my own deadline. So if something was due on the 30th, for me, for them, if that was a hard deadline, it was due on the 30th. For me, it was due on like the 27th, right? And a soft deadline is due on the 22nd. You see what I'm saying? But I would communicate, and I would break this project down for when and what, like, I needed to do by what time and all of that. I'm trying to make this side a little bigger. And so yeah, let's see. I got these earrings, and I have these, which I'm going to do something different with. Oh, that's not bad. Hello, that's giving a little brightness. And so, yeah, get you a support system. Try and serve other people. Even if at the time it doesn't cost, like if they don't pay you. I'm not saying go out there and try to work for free. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, if you're going to benefit from the skills that you're going to learn from it, maybe consider it. If you're going to learn something, and if somebody can vouch for you in the future, try it. For me, I said I'm an actor, I act professionally, commercials, on stage, film, etc., etc. Why is this so difficult? Because I don't know if I could be able to take this off. I might have to use some tools. When I would act, especially when I wanted to just get paid to act. Why is this so difficult? It's crazy. There we go. I would turn down some roles because either if I wasn't gonna learn a new skill, I was like, I don't need to do this role, you know. I don't need to learn how to act. I have a degree in acting. I don't have to do that, right? But there was a time when I had a role, and that role involved voiceover, and I really love voiceover, and I could speak in different accents and stuff, and so I accepted a role even though it wasn't paid, so I can get experience in voiceover. You see what I'm saying? So I can go to the studio and see how other people, when they do voiceover, what their warm-ups look like, what that day looks like, you know. And it was a great experience for me. And so if it's something that could help you, do it, right? And back to the support system. Let me see if this is going to work. Back to the support system. Sometimes you only can support people that support you. And sometimes, even when you want to support some people, you just can't because you're too busy doing stuff for yourself. So find a support system, but a support system that don't just take from you, that also give. I had to release some people that I work for or work with in the past because I was giving, but I wasn't receiving anything back. And I'll give you an example of receiving something back. So I have a friend that has a marketing company, okay? And I'm good with contracts and editing them and explaining them. And so, in fact, I'm pretty sure I volunteered to look over my friend's contracts before she started hiring me independently to do these jobs for her. And it's because I love my friend, but in turn, my friend, she allowed me to use her Canva, okay? And she has Pro Canva, and I created a lot of things on Canva, you know, that helped me get little money from little side jobs. I'm just seeing what this look like. It helped me be creative and create stuff for myself. It helped me when I had my jewelry business and I was making content and flyers and instructions for classes and stuff like that. It's not bad, but I would have to put my hair up. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna do that. So anyway, and then my friend began to like pay me. She reviews stuff with me. I do some editing sometimes, but we give and we take. I could send her something, and because she's a marketing she's a marketing extraordinaire. That's what I would say. And so she also does more than just marketing. See, I don't know about these because that just came out too quick. Y'all pray for me. I might have to make these into something else another way. Okay, so yeah, a marketing extraordinaire. So I could send something to her and say, hey, can you look over this for me real quick? Is this the font legible? What the colors look like? You know, critique this website, and then like, y'all listen. I made a website on Canva, and I was trying to put the .com on it, y'all, or whatever, the .org, just connect the domain. It was asking for stuff that I can't even tell you right now because it was too much. I couldn't do it. I called my friend and I said, hey, I know y'all be creating websites. Do you know anything about this? Baby, she said, what's your password? Let me see. Went in there, done some and boom. I just messaged her the other day. I don't know. I don't got it. And you need help sometimes. And sometimes you have to pay people for help. But as much as you can, try to collaborate with people that support you and that trade off with you, you know. Next thing I wish I knew was when I started is you gotta have a lot of patience. You have to have a lot of patience, and there are some things you just gonna have to learn. If you take the time to learn it, watch a YouTube video, take a free course. There are courses like this website called Allison.com. Allison.com, you can take courses and they offer certificates, but you don't have to get the certificates right away. Right? You don't have to get the certificates right away. You can wait till you have the money to buy the certificates. So yeah, you don't have to get the certificates, but you can still get the knowledge. You know, you can still get the wisdom, you can still get the understanding of what it is that you're trying to do from a course. Go out and network. Don't be afraid to do that. And don't worry about what people think. So if you have if you have disabilities, you're already different. Whether they can see your disabilities or not, because my disabilities are predominantly invisible. You different. You just different. It's how it is. God created you that way. Whether you were born with this disability or whether you had an accident like myself and this thing happened. Okay? You are now different. And guess what? Now that you're different, the blessing in being disabled is you actually have a niche. You have a natural niche now because you are disabled. Use your disability, use it as your advantage, use it as a superpower, okay? I'm not saying use your disability to take advantage of people. That ain't what I said. You understand? That's not what I said. But use it to your advantage. We have phones. We have recordings. That's why I'm recording this now, because God been told me to start making sure I record this stuff. And so we have phones. Record it, upload it. I don't care if nobody likes your video. We're not recording for likes. Recording a journey, recording our cause. We're recording a product and a service that we believe in, that we want to share with people. And eventually when they come on our team, when they finally join our community, they going to be like, oh, she got 2,000 videos. Boom, you viral. Now you making $200,000 a month from YouTube. Now you able to be a disabilities entrepreneurial coach. Now you're able to help people who struggle and find them a niche and create you a company where you can hire people that's disabled, that don't have to get up every day and hurt themselves to make a living, you know? And so it's a niche. And disabled, we are still able to do something, and that something we can learn and practice and prepare to do it to the best of our abilities. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, find a way to just continue to get up every day. I'm not saying work every day, but get up every day and take care of yourself. Just do it and have patience. Build with patience. I was on a Bible study yesterday and they was praying for me, and I laugh. I laugh sometimes when I hear certain things or in prayer, even if it's like a serious moment like prayer, because it's like, I know God said that. And man, I do like to tell you the patience that you have to have having disabilities. It could get so frustrating. I know it can, because and that's why you want to be patient with yourself and believe in what you're doing, not looking around. Okay, stop looking around. Stop. And I'm saying this to myself. as well. Stop looking around and stop comparing yourself even to the other people that you see are disabled and successful. And absolutely, we should stop comparing ourselves to able-bodied people. Okay? Don't do that. You hear me? Do not do that. You are not them. They are not you. We don't know how hard they are working as well. But the thing is that although it took some time, we only see what we see. We are not them. You own your own unique journey. And when we're looking around at other people, we are distracting ourselves from what we could be doing. And the best part of who you are and what you have to offer, you are overlooking when you look at somebody else. Focus on yourself. Focus on your health. Focus on what you can do. And in that patient journey, building yourself as a disabled entrepreneur, do what you can when you can. But when you do what you can when you can, do the best that you can. Okay? The best is not perfect. The best is operating in excellence. You know, it doesn't have to be completely together for you to start. I've been watching some different things, some entrepreneurial videos, and some startup videos and stuff like that. And this one guy, he make like these fries. He became like making millions of dollars or whatever, $100,000. I don't know how much he makes, but he's very successful, and he started like making these toppings of fries of foreign places, which I would really like to try because I love foreign food, and hey, I love me a good fry. And so he said, one guy asked him, the guy who asked him is from this place called Uplift. He asked him what would he, so he was give somebody advice, crazy thing that he wouldn't do or what he would do. And one thing was, he said, if the crazy thing that he wouldn't do if he was going to tell somebody not to do it, it's like start a business like he did, you know, and just go full throttle into it. But he said the crazy thing that he would do and he would encourage people to do is to start a business and go full throttle into it. And he said you can be successful on knowing 75% of the things. You don't have to have it 100%. Where can you grow if you do? So when you have a business, you don't want to plateau. You know, you want to be able to scale and go somewhere. Start, if you only have 15%, go learn, go research, go write somebody. Listen, the Bible says seek, knock, and ask, seek, and knock. Okay? Go look for somebody to work under. Go look at videos. Okay? Go ask somebody, hey, I'm trying to do this. Can I get an internship? Can you be my mentor? You know, go ask questions. Who knows how to do this? Where are the resources for this? And go knock. Go knock on some people's doors. Do some cold calls. Send some emails. You know, contact some people. Go out and network, all right? And just do your best. We're not comparing ourselves. We're having patience. We're gathering a supportive system, right? We're collecting people that support us, that pours into us as well, not just take from us. And we're also what was the first thing? We're creating focus and purpose. So I'll just review it real quick. We said the first thing is focus. Focus on something, okay? Don't get distracted here or there, okay? And after you focus, if you have to pivot, pivot. And the third thing is purpose. Find purpose in how you can impact other people's lives, okay? The next thing is find a support system. Find people who will support you and you would support them. Another thing is go learn and as much as you can and not compare yourself to other people, okay? Believe in your niche, okay? Believe in your experiences as a disabled person, a disabled entrepreneur. Believe that your story matters and that somebody wants to hear it. I'll say it afterwards. And the last thing is to have patience and don't compare, right? Build yourself up. And so I have, when my first time that I gave a pitch, I wrote something and I want to share it with you, and maybe I'll end my videos and begin my videos with it, but I'm not sure yet. But this is something that I came up with because I watch speakers when, like when I was preparing for my pitch video. I mean my pitch, I was in a pitch competition. I didn't win, but it was a great experience, and I definitely do not regret doing it, and I plan to do many more. So here it is. And this is a chant or affirmation, if you will, because I am working on building a nonprofit that supports disabled people who will turn them into entrepreneurs, and people who are single and don't have family support, and they don't have to be disabled. So it's those are the two people that we serve, right? And those disabled people could be young to old or whatever. Most likely they have to be 18 or older, because you have to sign something or something like that. And so anyway, here it is, okay? And you can repeat after me. I am here. I know why I'm here. I'm ready. I am focused. I have done. I have become. I am living in my purpose on purpose. Okay? And so, I just want to cry right now because y'all don't even know. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it, y'all. I'm not going to do it. I'm so grateful. Thank you so much for watching this video. And I'm about to record my next video because I'm trying to work on content batching. And y'all just have a wonderfully blessed day, and I hope that helped you. Okay? All right, today we talked about what I wish I knew as a disabled entrepreneur or an aspiring entrepreneur before I started. Okay? Ciao. Have a wonderful, blessed day. Pew, pew, pew.